name is Dr. Yama Azar. I am the managing partner here at Genesis Medical Center. Genesis Medical Center is a comprehensive clinic where we provide wellness and preventative medicine to our clients. Mainly, we are in the business of providing stem cell therapies, PRP therapy, IV vitamin therapy, hormone replacement therapy. We treat conditions such as joint disease, autoimmune diseases, neurocognitive diseases. We are one of the only clinics that specialize in these things specifically. We don't do it as a side. The main difference that we offer to our clients is that we plan and make it our intention to educate our clients before they make decisions on treatment. We have time to spend with our patients, and I think that increases the quality of care as well as the quality of compliance. Greetings of peace to everybody. Welcome to Shura TV. My name is Dr. Azar. I'm here on behalf of Genesis Medical Center. We will be having an informative show for you on different medical topics weekly. And right now, again, we are in the midst of a declared emergency in California from the governor, as well as the U.S. Congress just passed about $8.3 billion to fight and protect citizens from the COVID-19 virus. And as you know, and as you see in the news and everywhere you go, people are talking about this coronavirus, the novel coronavirus that has emanated from China and now has almost been declared an epidemic or a pandemic. Again, it's very important as we try to get a grip on what's going on to not panic. It's very important to think about our daily lives, our children, our spouses, our colleagues, and society in general, and how to keep ourselves safe and hopefully infection-free. We do have cases in the U.S. now. We did have another death here, and we had the new death in California as well. And as testing is increased and testing kits become more available, we will see more incidents, and you will see the numbers rise. But it's no reason to panic. Again, the good news is that the cases in China have leveled off, and we see that it is better under control where it originated. So that's very good news. Things that we can do as people living here and trying to live our everyday lives. We heard that many of the countries that have been affected have in effect closed schools. With Italy, soccer games, they have completely banned big crowds and big stadiums getting together, and we have different closures in different government and regulatory schooling and things like that. For us here living in Southern California, I think it's very important that we realize that we should keep on doing what we've been doing. Number one, it's very important to keep good personal hygiene. Again, the most important thing that we can do is to keep good personal hygiene, and once we do that, then we have to make sure that we become aware of our surroundings, to make sure that we see what's going on and how we're doing and who's around us and who's coughing and who's not. And then if we ourselves have any kind of flu symptoms, we want to make sure that we don't spread that to others. That's when a mask would be necessary, is if you have the symptoms. If you have the symptoms, then you can wear a mask. And then there also might be, if you're tested and if you do test positive, they're going to quarantine you and have you stay home for 2 weeks so that you're not infecting anyone else. This is very important. As far as the cases, and we're seeing increased incidents in places like Italy, I think one evening it doubled the number of people that had it because they're now having more testing kits and people are testing more. Same thing in the U.S. here. The CDC has announced that they have given certain states, Illinois, California, New York, Virginia, certain populated states, Washington State, more kits to do more testing. So this is happening, and we will see more people infected with it. We'll see more incidents, and it's also common to see more community as more people are in touch with those people that had the infective coronavirus, or the COVID-19 as they call it, without the symptoms. They didn't know it, so they were in touch with others. They're tracing those community contacts and relations, but we'll see more people with the virus and more infections. The good news is that this is something where we know about. It's not a surprise, and the CDC and the state government health officials are taking a good precautionary stance against it. Many of the places that have high numbers of people coming from there on a plane that have had the infection, they're being quarantined. There was a couple of more cruise ships that were going from San Francisco to Mexico, and they've quarantined that ship as well now. And the one gentleman that passed away, I think, was from that ship. Again, the most vulnerable people to this infection would be seniors. So if you do have seniors that are kind of compromised with other multiple illnesses, maybe asthma, maybe COPD, maybe they have diabetes, maybe they have other types of severe illnesses, it is very important that you educate your seniors and tell them that they have to stay away from large crowds. Anywhere people are sick or people have been traveling, stay away from them. And that's the best way to kind of keep yourself protected. Of course, personal hygiene, washing hands for 20 seconds under hot water with soap is the best form of disinfection that you can do. Also, having isopropyl alcohol and hand sanitizer is also good to utilize. A funny story, we went to the local Costco and everything was out. People are panic buying, and this happened just yesterday. We needed some snacks. We went out to get some snacks, and water was out. A lot of the paper towels, napkins, disinfectants, everything was pretty much basically sold out, and they said they're going to get another shipment coming in. The Purell hand sanitizer company, they're working their factories overtime to produce enough hand sanitizer. So it's very important not to go and panic buy. Keep yourself clean. Soap and water is the best thing you can do with hot water. And 20 seconds or more, wash your hands. Keep yourself, cover your coughs, cover your sneezes into your elbow, and you should be good to go. And limit your non-essential travel. If you don't have to go somewhere, don't go. Especially if it's big crowds and you don't know where people are coming from and who they are. The other interesting thing is a lot of people, they want to shake your hand and some type of greeting. And, I'm myself going like this now. I'm just going, hello, how are you? So I'm trying to keep that physical contact from not happening, because people, put their hands on their face, different places, surfaces. Disinfecting surfaces is very important. So these things that we can do, and these are all under our control. No need to panic. We can do this and wish for the best. The other issue is that I wanted to discuss today was a little bit about our own immune system, especially seniors. A lot of seniors, as we get older, our defense factors from the body, our T-cell production from the body, our bone marrow, these things that produce the immunocytes or immune cells that help defend our body against pathogens, against viruses, against bacteria, against any kind of foreign intruder, it weakens. So naturally, young people have the strongest, which is great, and then as we get older, these things kind of subside or decrease. There's been a lot of research and a lot of talk about how to increase your immunity, what to do. Is it based on just lifestyle, exercise, diet, or do you really need to up your game on supplements, taking extra vitamins, taking extra nutrients, amino acids? There's a lot out there that says that it'll boost your immunity. So what the most important thing is to, number one, as I said, the panic and fear factor. As the body is under stress, any types of stress, usually your immune system drops. So the higher your stress level, the lower your immune system will drop, because as you stress more, you're kind of straining your body and the production of all the beneficial factors that can help your immune system and defend your body against foreign pathogens. On a layman's level, it is very important to understand that. A lot of people talk about mindful presentness, or being mindful, being present at the moment. Yes, there is an epidemic, there is this virus going around, there's a potential that, people might get the virus, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, this is nothing to stress about, nothing to be panicked about, nothing to fear over. It's one thing to prepare yourself and get educated on the virus and make sure that you have a means to combat it. Just in case you get quarantined for 2 weeks at your house, worst case scenario, you can order stuff. Amazon delivers, Uber Eats delivers. Here, living in Southern California, we have lots of options. So that it's not the end of the world. That's very important to keep in mind and keep perspective. This is a virus that has come. It will come to pass. Things will eventually die down, and we'll get a grip on it. And the CDC and the health regulation authorities and the OC Health Center here in Orange County, they have a good plan for it, and they'll take care of it. And you do your part, they'll do their part, and everything will be fine. So that's very important to keep in mind. Now, about the immune system and how we can help it. Stress is one thing. That's one thing, your mindset. The second thing is, the immune system is a system. It's not a specific area of the body where we can kind of bolster up or give a specific injection to, and then everything will be fine. It's a system, and that system needs to be propped up. And the second most important thing is your diet. A lot of people, the fast food diet does not and is not conducive to having a healthy lifestyle and having a healthy immune system. So the recommendation is to have a good balanced diet where you have real whole foods, you have good nutrients, good vegetables, good fiber, good fruits, and good servings, and you keep yourself hydrated well. It's very important. A lot of people in the bustle of life, going back and forth, people have class, people have work, people have children, people have all types of things going on in life, and you don't really get to that moment to sit down and really organize what you're going to eat. It's basically, what comes your way, you do it. No one really thinks about the process of eating and how many servings of fruits and carbs and fats and what's the balance. No one actually, it's rare that people actually sit and think about that. People grab lunch on the go and they don't think about it. They down it and go to the next thing in their life. So it's important to have a well-balanced diet for the immune system to be strong. It's very important. Salads are good. Lean meats, white meats, grilled meats are much better than fried meats. So these are basic common sense things that people know, but it's good to remind oneself about it to make sure that we're giving our immune system a good chance to kind of be bolstered up. We see many products and things on the shelves here at the drugstores, at supplement stores. There's one thing called elderberry. A lot of people are taking that for an immune boost. There's some, evidence that shows that that does increase and gives you better immunity. These things are there. The other thing people do is a lot of the supplements and vitamins. People take vitamins, but there's no need to overdose yourself on vitamins either. There's a lot of vitamins that people take orally. Your body adjusts for it, and the rest of it goes throughout your waste system or your urine or your digestive system. So it's important to kind of balance that off. Many people think that, they pop vitamin C pills, they're 5,000 milligrams here in the morning and then in the evening and then afternoon, thinking that that's going to be great. But it's a balance. We have to keep that balance. I think it's very important to not get taken advantage of. I was on browsing online last night, and someone was trying to sell me one of those vitamin C super pills, whatever that is. I had never heard of it before, but suddenly it appeared on my feed, and I looked into it, and it was just basic vitamin C, and it was like 3 pills in, the power of 3 pills in one, right? Just a higher dosage. So we have to be careful. The stress should be limited. The diet should be well balanced and planned out. And also 15 to 20 minutes of regular exercise 3 to 5 times weekly does a lot for your body. That's very important to keep healthy and to keep everything moving along. I think it's very important that we try to keep that in mind in all conditions. I mean, not only now because of this coronavirus, but typically because of just general health. I think the more we move, the more we get away from the sedentary lifestyle, the better it would be. Swimming is a great thing you can do. Swimming, it not only gives you a cardio workout, but it also tones your muscles, gets your joints moving, and there's no harsh there's no harsh pounding on the ground when there's no resistance on it. So it's very good. It actually is a very healthy thing to do. Also, resistance training, where you're pulling things rather than lifting too much on with the potential of injury to your joints. It's always important to keep that balance, and if you do exercise, that improves immunity. It's been shown to improve immunity if you have regular exercise 3 to 5 times a week, 15 to 20 minutes, whether it's cardio or weight training or walking. A lot of people do speed walking nowadays. It's very good, and it gets your heart rate going a little bit, and you're breathing, and you're getting fresh air in, and it's very good for you. So I think that's another thing that we can focus on. A lot of misconceptions out there about this virus as well. Some people are saying that you can get it just by being around someone without even any kind of transmission. But we know that this virus is transmitted through droplets or human fluid. So again, it's through coughing, sneezing, whether it's person to person or on a surface. It does survive on a surface. That's why they recommend that you disinfect all the surfaces. It's very important to do that. The other thing that we wanted to make sure to get out there is that a lot of people at our clinic have been coming for IV nutrition and IV vitamins. We do give that. I have a lot of seniors. One of our clinics in Irvine is near a senior residence. So these seniors generally come, once or twice a month, and they get IV vitamins. And, their Medicare covers it because they're deficient. If we do establish that you are deficient in certain vitamins, you could come and get IV vitamins and nutrients, and that definitely boosts your immune system and gives you all the good nutrients and amino acids and vitamins that you need for your body to put together a good defensive response against any pathogens. That's something that a lot of people do get nowadays, and you'll hear about IV drip stations and hydration rooms and things like that people go and get. A lot of athletes do it, a lot of sprinters, a lot of these gymnasts, these kind of people, they do a lot of these types of IV drips, and now common people are doing it as well. It does increase your immunity. It does help you with just being generally healthy, but you can't just rely on that alone. You have to, as we mentioned before, have a good lifestyle in terms of the diet and the exercise, and then also your stress levels. Again, it's very important to keep that in mind, that stress is a huge factor that alters your body's response to different pathogens. Those are basically the issues with immunity. I think that if you eat your meals in a timely fashion, don't starve your body, take care of your body. It's a trust from God, so you should take care of it, and then keep your stress level low, keep a good perspective on that, and then do your moderate exercise 3 to 5 times a week and at least 15 to 20 minutes, and that lifestyle side should be taken care of, and then you can supplement with take your daily multivitamins, take your if you wanted to do an IV vitamin situation which has a higher absorbance, you can do that as well. That's very beneficial. And then also consult with your local doctor, whoever you have, so that they can have you on a regimen and on a plan where you're not deficient in anything. They might want to take a blood test to see if you have any deficiencies. You can do that. And then furthermore, if they see you have a deficiency, then they'll supplement you one way or another to get that. The other thing that we wanted to mention as well was, moving forward, we will see more incidents of this virus, and that's not a reason to panic. It's very important not to panic, and you'll see it, and it's all over the news. And I think that you should be ready for that. We're here to help. We're here to answer any questions that you might have. But our role is very much to support. And as healthcare workers, there's many healthcare workers that are on the front lines in hospitals that are getting these infected patients coming in with different signs and symptoms. They take all the precautionary measures, and they'll just test you. And if you do feel like you have these symptoms, it's important to go to your urgent care, get assessed, and follow their guidelines. Most of them will tell you to stay home for 2 weeks and make sure that you see this through and you don't infect anybody else. I think with that, I think if there are any questions. Okay, we have a caller here. Hi, you've reached Shura TV. Can I help you?
Hello, I'm calling in for Dr. Yama.
Yes.
I wanted to ask Dr. Yama if there's any supplements or dietary things I could do to boost my immune system.
Yeah, so we've been talking about, is that's your question?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for that question. I'll answer it online for you. Thank you.
Oh, okay, great.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So again, she was asking, healthy ways to strengthen her immunity through diet and any type of supplement. So the general, the diet should be, your plate should be half filled with greens. Greens are very important. They have antioxidants, and they have a very strong immune boosting character. So greens are very good. A lot of people, some people go to the extreme of just promoting a plant-based diet for those kind of things. I personally believe it should be balanced with not overconsumption of meat, but also you need some meat as well. But the greens are very important. To at least half your plate should be filled with greens, so that you can benefit, and all those antioxidants can help your immune system. And then the regular exercise is very, very important. Regular exercise boosts your body's functions, all the organs, all the systems, the biochemical systems, your metabolism, and if you do that, you'll have a healthy immune system, and that'll help defeat any type of invading pathogen or virus. It's very important to do that, and keep in mind that that's very important. Other than that, I think, you know, we had some other topics that we were going to cover this week, but since coronavirus is in the news and it's on people's minds, we'd like to help alleviate that and kind of give information on that. If you have any information or any questions regarding it, you could ask the questions on the Facebook Live feed, or you can call in and ask your questions, and you know, we're at your service. I think we've covered everything we can today for today, and hopefully we'll come to you from Sugar TV and Genesis Medical Center with a new topic, a new health topic next week, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you then. Thank you for being with us, and I hope you have a wonderful week.